Hello, everyone. This is James Brown. Tonight's regular season matchup is between the Raiders and the Titans. Both teams seem ready to go, so I'll send this one over to Pat and John.
Thanks, JB. And our visiting team is the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams are raring to go. Let's get this one started.
Yeah, look at those guys down there. They're all jumping around trying to stay loose. They want to get this game going.
Both teams have taken the field. Let's see what these teams can do now as they're lined up for the kickoff. He gets it off. They'll start the drive from the 21.
Right.
First and 10. Looking for room. Armstrong pulls him down at the 21.
Right.
Ball on their own 21.
Set.
9 yards to go. The rush is on. He hands it off. Dorsett brings him down at the 31.
Ace option one. 3D on 2. Right.
Ball in their own 31. George gets the carry. He squeaks by the first down marker. How about Eddie George, John?
He's the type of running back that will level would-be tacklers, then carry other defenders into the end zone on his back.
Right.
First and 10. Fakes the handoff. McNair with the pass. Nice play by McNair.
Yeah, he's doing whatever necessary to win the game. And that play right there proves it.
Ace left 40. Cross on 1. Right.
Step back. Alexander makes the stop at the 46. McNair took matters into his own hands there.
And with some quarterbacks, you got to watch out that they don't take off on you. Everyone has to be aware.
Right.
Four-man front this time. He's looking to throw. Pass is left. Caught. Dorsett pulls him down at the 29. They gained some serious yardage with that pass. Let's take a look and see why it was successful.
I don't know what the defense was trying to do there. Watch them. They just seem to be totally out of position to even try and stop that one.
Ball on the 29-yard line. Sixth play of this drive. The Titans use motion. McNair to throw. Pass is right. The pass is complete. Little screen pass there.
And the defense was waiting to pounce on it.
Ace left 40. Cross on 1.
They need 7. Quick drop. Pass is right. Dyson with the reception. Touchdown, Titans. The quarterback delivered the ball right on time for that score.
Yeah, that guy knew exactly how far he had to go to cross the goal line to get in there for the score.
The kick is up, and the extra point is good. They're up by a touchdown now. He gets it off.
This is where you want to be able to respond. You also don't want to panic because it's only the first quarter.
Ball on their own 21. He tucks it away. Godfrey brings him down at 23. That run didn't get him much.
Yeah, there was a defender in every gap ready to make the tackle on that play.
Will the owner of a black 4x4, license number 277,
I right 20, cross on 2.
please
Ball on their own 23.
You forgot to set the parking brake.
Set.
Gannon with a man in motion. Steps back. With the throw. Rice, the intended target. That was a zinger.
You've obviously got a cannon for an arm, but sometimes on the shorter passes, you have to know when to put some touch on it.
8 to go. Gannon to throw it. Rolling out to his right. Carter can make plays.
That's for sure. He likes the contact, and he never stops hustling. He's one of the few defensive players on this team that can make a big play.
The Raiders will punt it here.
Set.
Mason had a nice return on that punt.
1 or 2 more blocks would have sprung him.
Ace option Y. Read Z on 2.
First and 10. Ball Ball on the 48-yard line. Looking for room. George with the juke. Woodson with the tackle at the 46. Ball on the 47-yard line. The fullback in motion. Looking to throw it. Throws left. Picked off. It's intercepted.
That was a great pick. He was reading the quarterback like a book.
First and 10.
Set.
Rice moves in motion. They better keep an eye on the play clock. Gannon back to pass with the throw. Rice, the intended target. Sidney makes a great play by breaking that pass up.
Great position and great reaction made that play happen.
I left fake wide 30 on 1.
Ball on their own 38.
Set.
Gannon under the center. Quick drop. Throws right. And he's got his man.
Wing right X46 on 2.
Ball on the 50.
Set. Hut, hut, hut.
Quick drop. Out over to the left. Right with the reception.
I left fake wide 30 on 1.
9 yards to go.
Set. Hut.
Fakes the handoff with the pass. Godfrey makes the stop at the 49. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Set. Hut, hut, hut.
Gannon to throw. Out over to the right. Kirby with the reception. Bishop brings him down at the 2. So it's first and goal.
Set.
Gannon gets set. Play action fake. Throws it out over the middle. Batted down. Jordan couldn't hang on.
That's the old rule. If you get your hands on it, you got to catch it.
Gannon under the center with the pass. Pass complete. Touchdown, Oakland. He gets that short pass into the end zone for the touchdown on that one.
Yeah, that route was all about timing between the quarterback and his receiver. That guy knew exactly when the pass was going to get there. He turned around and boom, the pass was right on the money.
kick is up. The point after is good. He gets it off.
Ace left 40, cross on 1. Right. Set. Cut. Cut, cut. Cut.
George on the run. Hope brings him down at the 22.
You don't need a flashy running game to win games. Sometimes all you need to do is control the clock and wear down that defense.
I left fake wide 30 on 1. Right.
Ball on their own 22.
Set. Cut, cut. Cut, cut, cut.
McNair hands it off. Thomas makes the stop at the 37. George looks good today.
Oh yeah, this guy's a strong runner who'll take a hit, and he showed it on that play.
Ball on their own 37. He's looking to throw. McNair with the throw. Pass complete. Thomas stops him at the 34.
Ace side left 27 on 2. Right.
Play action fake. Pass is right. Pass is complete. Beaker pulls him down at the 28. Showed a strong arm and lightning release on that throw.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
Ball on the 28-yard line. At the end of the first quarter, it's knotted up. Oakland 7, Tennessee 7. Ball on the 28-yard line. Play action fake with the throw. And he's got his man. McNair looks sharp today.
Yeah, he really looks like he could take over the game today.
Ace left 40, cross on 1. Right.
First and 10.
Set.
Ball on the 15-yard line. The Titans use motion.
Cut. Cut. Cut.
George looking to turn it upfield. Sixth play of this drive. Fakes the handoff. McNair lets it fly. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great pass reception on that play.
Yeah, that guy created some room and showed good body control to maintain control of that one.
Set.
He gets it off. The extra point attempt is good. They're up by a touchdown now. He gets it off. He downs it in the end zone.
Set. Hut, hut. Hut. Hut.
He's looking to throw. Pass is left. Brown, the intended target. He had a nice tip there.
Yeah, and all you have to do to make a guy miss is tip it so that the ball doesn't go where you expect it to go.
Strong eye right. Y60 read Z on 2. Right. Set.
Gannon with a man in motion.
Hut. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Godfrey with the tackle at the 20. Gannon sets up. Blitz is coming. Rolling out to his right. Carter makes the stop at the 20. Number 9 awaits the snap.
Set.
Mason felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
I left. Y cross. Read X on 1.
Ball on their own 34. First and 10. The Titans use motion. McNair drops back with the throw. Hits him in the hands, but falls incomplete.
Yeah, and the receiver dropped it. He was either thinking about the hit that was coming or the run after the pass. But you have to think about the catch first.
The Titans using motion. Blitz is coming through the middle. Beekert pulls him down at the 36.
Wing right fake. Read X on 1.
Third and 7. McNair drops back. They were able to get to the quarterback. What about Darrell Russell, John?
He's a solid defensive tackle that made the Pro Bowl as a starter in only his second season. He could break down running plays, and he has enough quickness to get to the quarterback.
Hendrick awaits the snap. Metcalf felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
Split right C80 on 2. Right. Set.
Gannon gets set, using motion.
Hut, 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 hut.
Play action fake. Pass is left. Jet was the intended receiver. He didn't get it to him.
He's got to be careful with throws like that. There's a good chance of hurting his receiver or throwing a pick.
Round left X80 on 2. Right. Set. Hut. Hut. Hut, hut. Hut, hut.
Fakes the handoff with the pass. Right with the reception. Number 78 makes the stop at the 29.
Strong eye right. Y60 read Z on 2. Right.
Gannon sets up with the pass. And he's got his man. That was a great effort on that pass, John. Let's take a look at the replay to see how this play developed.
Yeah, the quarterback is a gifted athlete. He has a gun, and he likes to show it off. But he can also guide it in there with some touch when he wants to.
They're just about in field goal range. Jordan tucks it away.
Ace option Y. Read Z on 2. Right.
Gannon hands it off. Robinson makes the stop at the 30. Not much on that play.
Yeah, you talk about a defensive line winning a battle, and this is what you mean. The running back gets to the line, and there's nowhere to go after that.
Split right C80 on 2. Right.
Gannon sets up. He's looking to throw. With the throw. Number 53 stops him at the 19.
Eagle FC 33 corner on 1. Right.
Gannon under the center. He gets the carry. Number 53 breaks the play up in the backfield.
He's proven to be an important offensive weapon today.
Wing right X46 on 2. Right.
Ball on the 21-yard line. On the run.
I left fake wide 30 on 1. Break!
We'll see what they do inside the red zone here. Throws right. Caught. Sidney pulls him down at the 17. That was a nice series for the defense.
You talk about red zone and red zone success. Well, here the defense can chalk one up because they stopped him cold.
Set.
He gets it off. The kick is good. The momentum could be shifting.
Okay, fans, if you're standing up now, sit down. If you're sitting down, please stand up. If you are lying down, just ignore it.
He gets it off.
You might just want to play it safe here and take this lead into the locker room.
Strong eye right Z. Hook on 2. Break.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Set.
1st and 10.
Hut, hut. 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 Hut, hut.
The rush is on. He gets the toss. Hope pulls him down at the 25.
A consistent running game is one of the keys to success. You just need to establish the run, just to make the other team know that you can hurt them with it.
I left. Y cross. Read X. On 1. Break. Break.
2 minutes left in the quarter. Ball on their own 25.
Hut, hut. Hut, hut.
Steps back. McNair with the throw. That pass was a laser beam.
He tried to thread the needle there.
Congratulations to the person seated in section 21, row 11, seat 11. You've just won a new car.
Only one man in the backfield.
Hut. Hut, hut.
Back to pass. Pass is right. Caught. Thomas with the takedown at the 31.
Timeout called by the defense. 2 timeouts remaining.
Hendrick awaits the snap.
Set.
He almost broke it there.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
Set.
Only one man back. Steps back. Passes left. Brown with the reception.
Set. Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut. Hut, hut.
Back to pass. Throws left. Caught. A terrific effort.
Set.
The Titans with a four-man front. Gannon back to pass. Batted away. Godfrey didn't even give the receiver a chance.
Yeah, just stick your hand in there and whap it down.
Second and 10.
Set. Hut.
Gannon hands it off. Sidney makes the stop at the 21. Ball on the 21-yard line. Just over a minute still to go. Gannon passes left. Ritchie with the reception. Roll makes the stop at the 6.
Timeout called by Oakland. One timeout remaining.
Set.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Hut. Hut.
Gannon steps back with the throw. He put a lot of velocity on that pass.
You've obviously got a cannon for an arm, but sometimes on the shorter passes, you have to know when to put some touch on it.
Steps back, passes left, batted down, roll, batted it down.
He was in a great position to make that play.
Third and goal.
Set.
Everybody up on the line, looking to throw it. Gannon gets slammed to the turf. The defense is keeping the offense off balance.
When you get close to the goal line, it's time to dig deep and get the ball into the end zone.
Set.
It's up. The kick is good. The momentum could be shifting. Janikowski gets it off. He takes a knee.
Wing right X46 on 2.
The Titans holding on by less than a field goal. Blitz is coming. George gets the carry. Woodson with the tackle at the 25.
Holding. Offense. Loss of 10 yards.
He grabbed him on that play.
You got a big old handful of jersey there.
McNair under the center. Here's the blitz. George gets the carry. Allen pulls him down at the 18. That's the end of the second quarter with the score Tennessee 14, Oakland 13. Welcome back as we get this second half underway. He gets it off. Let's see how he was able to break free of the tackle on this play.
You got to wrap these guys up. That was just poor tackling by the defender there.
Split right C80 on 2.
The Raiders losing by less than a field goal. Gannon with a man in motion. Jordan tucks it away. Carter with the tackle at the 31. Not a big gain on that run.
The lineman just failed to open up any holes to run through or give him room to work with.
Let's check in with Leslie Visser, who has the halftime update for us.
I asked Coach Gruden about the kind of adjustments they made in the locker room, and he told me that in a close game like this, it's a balancing act between making small adjustments and sticking with what works. I guess we'll find out if they can walk that high wire or whether they'll fall off in the second half.
Thanks, Leslie. Ball on their own 37. Gannon drops back. Batted away. Curse didn't even let it get to the receiver.
He was in a great position to make that play.
The Raiders will punt it here.
Set.
Mason felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
Eagle left wide. Sail on 2. Break.
The Raiders with a 4-man front. McNair steps back, throws it out over the middle. The coverage was there, but he threw it anyway.
And when you talk about forcing the pass or forcing the ball in there, that's the kind of play you're talking about.
Wing right fake. Read X on 1. Break. Set. Put hot. Put hot. Put hot. Put hot.
He gets the toss. Woodson stops him at the 27.
Eagle left wide. Sail on 2. Break.
Steps back. With the throw, Mason was the intended receiver. He fires the pass, but it's overthrown.
A little less arm on the ball could have helped.
Hendrick back to punt. Metcalf almost broke it there.
One or two more blocks would have sprung him.
Gannon sets up. He's looking to throw. Out over to the right. Williams just dropped that pass.
That's the old rule. If you get your hands on it, you got to catch it.
I right, 21 on 2.
Right.
Set.
Ball on their own 41.
Hut, hut. 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 Hut, hut.
Here's the blitz. Gannon hands it off. A fumble. The Titans did a nice job in coming up with the loose ball.
The ball carrier has to make sure that he wraps the ball up better when he sees contact coming.
Eagle right, 23 on 1.
Right.
The Titans holding on by less than a field goal. Blitz is Dorsett pulls them down at the 35. They'll try to pick up some yards on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate the pace of the game.
Eagle right, 23 on 1.
Right.
On the 35-yard line. He gets the carry.
Ace right, wide 23 on 2.
They need 5. The Titans holding on by less than a field goal. He's looking to throw. He scrambles out of the pocket. Complete. Hope stops him at the 17. Number 86 showed excellent body control bringing that pass in.
A few more like that, and this guy's going to be in the All-Madden team.
Ball on the 17-yard line. McNair under the center. Back to pass. Pass is right. Wycheck with the reception.
I left 30 on 1.
7 yards to go. McNair with a man in motion. Here's the blitz. Looking for room. Third and long. The Titans holding on by less than a field goal, using motion. He's looking to throw with the pass. Number 86 catches it, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
Still, that was a good effort to get there. The quarterback just threw it to the wrong spot.
They stopped them.
Wow, you talk about big stands. This defense just had one. They stopped them in their red zone. Now that is what you play for.
He gets it off. A perfect kick. It's good. The Titans out in front. Hendrick gets it off. They'll start the drive from the 28. Ball on their own 28. Gannon sets up. The Raiders using motion. He's looking to throw. Out over to the right. Williams with the reception. That was just the big pass play they needed, John.
This play shows great communication between the quarterback and his receiver. Watch a guy just run to a spot, and the ball is delivered right on time.
Using split back. Gannon passes left. Roll. Knocked it down.
Great position and great reaction made that play happen.
Eagle right, 23, on 1.
Right.
Set.
Gannon back to pass. With the pass. And he's got his man.
I left 30, on 1.
Right.
Set. Put hot.
Back to pass. Pass is right. Rice was the intended receiver. He couldn't have thrown that pass any harder.
If he throws it any harder, the skin might come off the ball.
Brown right, 22, see in, on 1.
Right.
Set.
Jordan, the lone setback.
Hot.
Gannon drops back with the pass. Great. Sidney with the tackle at the 27.
I right 20, cross on 2.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Set. Put hot.
Gannon drops back with the throw. Brown was the intended receiver. Gannon with the overthrow.
There was no way he was going to get to that one.
Janikowski out to try the field goal.
Set.
The kick is up. The kick sails through the upright. He gets it off. He downs it in the end zone.
Strong eye right. Y60 read Z on 2.
Right.
McNair under the center. Play action fake. Out over to the right. Knocked away. Allen made a great play and broke up that pass.
Yep, nothing fancy there. Don't even give the receiver a chance. Just knock it down.
McNair to throw. Throws left. Pass complete. What do you know about Derek Mason, John?
Well, he made the 2001 Pro Bowl as a return specialist. He's also a pretty good receiver with the ability to go deep.
Split right Z80 on 2.
Right.
The Raiders with a 4-man front.
What hot?
Looking to throw it. Throws right. Wycheck, the intended receiver. McNair underthrew the receiver there.
Yeah, it's hard to catch a ball when it's behind you.
The Titans will punt it here. Metcalf felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
Right.
Set.
Gannon gets set. Rice, the motion man. Blitz is on. Number 53 with the takedown at the 33. The offensive line didn't get much of a push on that play, and the runner was stuffed.
As soon as he got the ball, there was a defender in his face to knock him down.
Eagle FZ 33 corner on 1.
Right.
Set.
Only one man in the backfield.
Hut. Hut, hut. Hut, 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 hut.
Gannon hands it off.
Right.
Set.
The Raiders losing by less than a field goal.
Hut, hut. Hut, hut.
Quick drop. With the throw. Ritchie with the reception.
Ground right 22, see in on 1.
Right.
The Raiders losing by less than a field goal. Williams was the intended target. Lots of pressure, but he gets it away.
He's lucky he got rid of the ball. I'll tell you, he was definitely going to take a sack.
Right.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Set.
2nd and 10.
Hut. Hut. Hut.
Gannon. Godfrey with the takedown at the 43. He was looking for an opening.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where the defense looks like they're set up to defend the pass, and you decide to see if you can break a big gain with the run.
I left fake wide 30 on 1.
Ball on the 43-yard line. Kirby, the lone setback. Back to throw. With the throw. Sidney with the tackle at the 30.
Ace left 40, cross on 1.
Ball on the 30-yard line. The Raiders losing by less than a field goal. Gannon with a man in motion. There's a flag on the play. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Tennessee Titans ahead of the Oakland Raiders. 17-16. And we'll start the fourth quarter.
I right, 21 on 2.
First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. Quick drop. Pass is right. Batted down.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 65. Offense.
Number 53 knocked that one down.
Yeah, just stick your hand in there and whap it down.
Congratulations to the fans sitting in Section 10, Row 18, Seat 4. You've just won a free program.
Seventh play of this drive. Step back. Carter with the takedown at the 27. Gannon breaks it for a gain.
You know, you can run any defensive scheme you want, but I'll tell you this, it's hard to compensate for the quarterback that can scramble and make plays on the run.
They have done very well on third down so far. Brown, the intended receiver. He didn't get it to his man.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
And here comes the kicking unit.
Set.
The kick is up. Splits the uprights, and good. Janikowski gets it off. He downs it in the end zone. First and 10. Brings him down at the 24. Ball on their own 24. He hands it off. Alexander stops him at the 38. What makes Eddie George so good?
Well, he's got all the skills that make great players. He's strong, has good hands, and he's mentally tough. Heck, this guy's got it all.
Round left, X80, on 2.
Ball on their own 38. Steps back. McNair throws left. Alexander with the tackle at the 42. McNair displays a powerful arm on that pass.
This guy's just like a gunslinger. He's never in a position where he thinks that a throw is impossible.
I left, Y cross, read X, on 1. Right.
The Titans losing by less than a field goal. He tucks it away.
Wing right, X46, on 2.
Right. They need 3. George, the lone setback. McNair lets the pass fly. Mason, the intended target. McNair led him too far there.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
Hendrick will punt it away. Metcalf felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
Eagle left wide, sail on 2. Right. Set.
Ball on their own 15. Back to pass. Gannon lets it fly. Knocked down. Despite good coverage, he forces the ball in there.
And it's almost better to take the sack there because you don't want that pass to get picked off.
Ace option Y, read Z on 2.
Right. Ball on their own 15.
Set.
Williams, the motion man.
Hut, hut, hut.
Gannon to throw. Passes right. Rice was the intended receiver. That was just off target.
Yeah, he threw it where the receiver used to be, not where he was going.
I left 30 on 1.
Right. Ball on their own 15.
Set.
Consistent success on 3rd down, which they've had, usually translates into a win.
The Raiders will punt it here.
Set. Hut.
Mason almost broke it there.
1 or 2 more blocks would have sprung him.
Ace left 40, cross on 1.
1st and 10. It's a blitz on the run. Jackson brings him down at the 40.
Strong eye right. Y60 read Z on 2.
Ball on the 40-yard line. He's looking to throw. Out over to the right. Wycheck was the intended target. He dropped it.
Maybe he heard footsteps. The defense really bears down on third down.
Here's the blitz. McNair passes right. Allen swatted that one down.
Great position and great reaction made that play happen.
Strong eye right Z. Hook on 2.
Ball on the 40-yard line. McNair back to pass, and he's got his man. The receiver showed excellent body control bringing that pass in.
The defense could never let up out there. This guy can make some incredible catches.
First and 10. The rush is on. George with the carry.
Eye right 20. Cross on 2.
Ball on the 25-yard line. Blitz is coming. He gets the toss. Allen brings him down at the 15. That was a great effort by George on that play.
Yeah, he really gave up his body on that play. And let me tell you, he paid for it.
Eye left. Y cross read X on 1.
Down inside the 15. McNair sets up. He cuts it away. Allen pulls him down at the 13. He tried to get to the corner.
Yeah, he tried to stretch it outside. But the defense was quick to react to the play. And even quicker to move off their blocks and get in a position to cover the holes.
Strong eye right Z. Hook on 2.
About 8 yards. He's looking to throw. With the throw. Thomas with the takedown at the 9.
I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
McNair under the center. Blitz. Mason, the intended receiver. The pass falls incomplete.
You've obviously got a cannon for an arm, but sometimes on the shorter passes, you have to know when to put some touch on it.
That was a nice series for the defense.
My big guys against yours. It sure seems like the defense is winning the war in the trenches.
It's up. Splits the uprights, and good. The Titans out in front. He gets it off. The Raiders losing by less than a field goal. The Raiders using motion. The rush is on, and he's got his man. Why has Jerry Rice been dominant for so long, John?
He believes in training very hard during the offseason, which gets him ready to play the long schedule during the season. You combine that with his pure receiving skills, and you get the dominant player that he is.
Ace option Y. Read Z on 2.
Ball on their own 44. They'll go from the I formation. Gannon steps back. Rice, the intended receiver. He felt the pressure there.
He knew he didn't have much time, and he decided to get rid of the ball quickly on that one.
Second and 10. Gannon gets set. Quick drop. With the pass. Jake with the reception. The Raiders losing by less than a field goal. Jordan gets the carry. Curse with the tackle at the 37. They're just about in field goal range. Ball on the 37-yard line with the pass. Complete. Roll makes the stop at the 15.
They've really been getting stopped inside the red zone so far.
Wing right fake. Read X on 1.
And the red zone defense has been stepping it up so far today.
Fifth play of this drive. Jordan gets it. Godfrey pulls him down at the 6. They stuck with the run there.
Yeah, I guess they're not ready to abandon that running game yet. But at some point, you need to start putting some points in the board.
Gannon out over to the left. Touchdown, Oakland. He caught the pass for the touchdown.
He outplayed the defender for the ball on that play. The guy with the best position usually will come up with it.
Two yards to the goal line. Blitz is coming, looking to turn it upfield. The conversion is good. He gets it off. He takes a knee. First and 10. McNair drops back. Out over to the left. Mason with the reception. McNair guns it out to his receiver.
Not only can this guy make all the throws, he also rarely makes a bad decision out there.
Ace left 40, cross on 1.
2nd and 3. Steps back with the throw. Coleman with the reception. Ball on their own 44. Steps back with the throw. Woodson pulls him down at the 44. That was a great pass play, John. Let's look at it again.
Watch the quarterback as he sets his feet and gets into good throwing position before he got rid of that one. He was able to deliver the ball in a perfect spot for the receiver to make the reception.
McNair back to throw. Throws left. James brings him down at the 35. We're just about down to 1 minute.
Timeout, ball on the offense. 2 timeouts remaining.
One minute to go in the ball game. McNair steps back. Passes right. Pass complete. Beaker pulls him down at the 16. He makes the terrific catch for the first down.
Yeah, that's what the receiver's first job is, to catch the ball. And once he has control of the ball, then he can look to stretch it for a big gain. They have to start scoring touchdowns once they get inside the 20-yard line.
McNair gets set. Drops back to throw. Throws left. Mason with the reception. It's up. The point after attempt sails through. A lot of offense so far today. He gets it off. They'll start the drive from the 25.
Wing right fake, read X on 1.
Ball on their own 25. Quick drop. With the throw. Pass is complete.
Raiders take a timeout. 2 timeouts remaining.
1st and 10. Gannon sets up. Back to pass. Passes left. Brown with the reception. Sidney makes the stop at the 22.
Timeout, ball on the offense. We have 1 timeout remaining.
First and 10.
Set. Hut. Hut, hut. Hut, hut.
He gets the carry.
Even if your running game isn't over effective, running consistently with your big guys will tire out the defense because they're always taking hits and getting banged up.
And here comes the kicking unit.
Set. Hut.
He gets it off. The kick is good. That's the end of the game. The final score is Oakland 30, Tennessee 27. This is Pat Summerall and John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.